everybody, and welcome to episode 32 of the Detroit Lions franchise. I know it's been a long time since I've been here recording episodes, getting them out to you guys. I do apologize for that. I have been in exam season. I really wanted to prioritize that, get that done with, as I am soon finishing college. So I wanted to get that done with. I wanted to finish off strong. So that is the reason why I have been absent. But I am back now. I'm practically done. I have a lot more time on my hands. We're rolling into the summer, and I'm excited to be back and start pumping out these videos for you. And so yeah, I'm sorry that I didn't let you guys know in advance, but that was the situation. But we are not done with this series. We are far from done. I am not leaving just yet, and I'm happy to get this thing back on track. So we are playing the New England Patriots this week. It's going to be an exciting game. We're playing my favorite team in real life. I know you guys can hate me for it. It seems like everybody I know hates me for it, but it is what it is. I can't control that. But we're going to be playing the New England Patriots, as I just said. We're coming off a couple bad losses. It's been a while since I've been kept up with the series, so I went back on, online last, I believe it was yesterday, and just to do a little review, a little recap, where I left off, where we are now. And, I can obviously remember that we've been coming off a couple losses. So I'm hoping that we can get that fixed up here against New England. It's going to be necessary with the playoffs coming in. I don't know if you guys saw it earlier, but the Chicago Bears are currently 7-2, and they are currently running away with the division. So we definitely want to get back into the race. We are hoping to make the playoffs this season. We started off extremely strong, and we're kind of hitting our slump. Other important news going into this game is going to be the return of Kenny Golladay, who joined the New England Patriots last season through free agency. We had to make the unfortunate big decision due to salary reasons to let him walk away. It was just something that needed to be done to put us better in a better situation. I believe if you recap to the offseason that we were at, we were going to be left with less than $10 million had we re-signed him. And we needed to fill up a couple positions, and unfortunately letting a talented receiver such as Kenny Golladay was the only choice I felt like we have. But he's been very successful here in New England, so we'll see how good he is here today against his former team, the Detroit Lions, who of course drafted him. So 3rd and 5 here after running on 1st and 2nd down, right down the middle, and that's going to be Preston Williams. And while looking at the roster, they have a massive receiving core between Preston Williams, Kenny Golladay, and Devin Funchess. Cam Newton has had a lot of success with very tall receivers. Kelvin Benjamin in his rookie season almost eclipsed 1,000 yards. They had a great connection. And that's exactly what New England seems to have loaded him up with. More of those 6'3", 6'4", maybe even 6'5" receivers. And they've been pretty good so far this year. Cam Newton's having a solid season. We looked at the receiving stats. The ball is being shared. They have an effective run game with Damien Harris. And going deep, and that's going to be incomplete. Jeff Okudah is going to knock this one out. But they've been very effective offensively. They have a lot of different options to throw the ball to. And Cam Newton has thrived in that system. But right down the middle, that's going to be a little out and post route there. That's going to be a big catch for, I believe, Nick Boyle, who somehow has a superstar ability. Don't ask me how that came about, but it's going to be 1st and goal here, and he's going to throw this one over the goalpost. So it's going to be 2nd and goal here on the 4-yard line with about 5:50 left in the first. Looking around, Cam Newton is going to be sacked by Deshaun Hand, who's having a standout season for us this year. He's been absolutely phenomenal in all aspects, whether it be the run game, the pass game, or even his hustle. When the ball goes away from the line of scrimmage, we've seen him chase down screens and we've seen him chase down stretches. He's been phenomenal for us this year. Very happy to have re-signed him. He's showing us what he can do for us after getting him that extended contract. Jelani Tavai there is going to make the tackle on Damien Harris, I believe, on 4th down there. So we will be getting the ball, and here is Philip Shelby. It's been a while since I've said that name. 18 for 10 with over 2,500 yards. We're hoping that he can get us on the board early. We want to go out and win this game. It is crucial if we were going to keep pace in this division race. Keyshawn Crocker on the first carry is only going to gain 2. Not too sure if that was the best gap to attack, but that is the one he chose to go through, so we have to deal with it. Very next play, right down the middle, it's going to be DeAndre Swift against a very talented defensive group. They have very talented defensive backs. I believe they still have Jonathan Jones and Stephon Gilmore. Of course, you have Dante Hightower at the linebacker positions. There's a lot of talent on this defense. And I'm missing a lot of role players as well that I could be naming off that are just great productive players. So this is going to be a great game for them. Of course, a very talented offensive line that our defensive line is going to have to compete with. This is definitely not going to be an easy game for this offense or our defense. 1st and 10, handing this one off to Damien Harris, but he's going to be taken down by Malik Hooker, and Terrence Kramer was able to go in there and help out a little bit. 2nd and 8 now. Cam Newton dropping back, trying to find the open man. Wide open is Preston Williams again. He's already got 2 big catches for them today. Wondering when we're going to see Kenny Golladay get his first catch, and what kind of catch is it going to be? Handing it off on 1st down, taken down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to be Josh Sweat. With 30 seconds left in the first, it's going to be a 2nd and 10. Rolling right down the middle once again, and Ronnie Harrison coming down full speed is going to lay up a massive hit on the physical Damien Harris. He still gets 8 yards, but that is a show of dominance in which we love on this defense. Very next play, he's going to hit the out route there. It's going to be Jeff Okudah tripping him up. So we're officially entering the second quarter. 9.5 minutes left. We're just starting. 1st and 10 after the out route. Right down the middle. Runs a man over. And that's going to be Jamie Collins, able to chase him down from behind, a former New England Patriot. 2nd and 6 now. Looking around, Cam Newton's going to find the wheel route and wide open. Oh, and a wide open touchdown for Damien Harris, who has shown in real life the capability to be a decent pass catcher out of the backfield. Ronnie Harrison had to travel all the way across the field to go and chase him down. So that's going to be an easy touchdown for New England. But 1st down for Detroit, we're going to find TJ Hawkinson on a little sky route down the middle of the field. Next play, DeAndre Swift right down the middle trying to navigate his way through the line. He'll be taken down by Deatrich Wise. He's been a long-time defensive lineman for the New England Patriots, who can play a little bit everywhere, whether it be the defensive end position or defensive tackle. He's got a lot of talent, along with Chase Winovich getting involved on that one. 3rd and 4 here, we want a 1st down. Philip Shelby is going to make some audibles here, looking around, trying to find an open man. He's going to roll out and throw this one away, but it's going to be an intentional grounding. And no, wait, they're calling an illegal hit on the quarterback. No, it's going to be intentional grounding. I apologize. 15 yards. On top of that, we're going to be forced to punt. So great field position to start off this drive for New England. 1st and 10. Handing this one off with the fullback in there. Great block on Terrence Kramer by the fullback. And that's going to be a good pickup of 9. So a very good run game here against us so far. 2nd and 1. Cam Newton looking deep. This time, N'Keal Harry is going to be down the field. I was a big fan of him coming out of college. He definitely has not panned out the way many of us have been hoping. But 39 yards down the field, another big physical receiver. We talked about Kenny Golladay, Preston Williams, and Devin Funchess. But, N'Keal Harry's another big 6'3" receiver. So they've got a lot of that on this team. They like their big targets. They want to take advantage of the smaller DBs out in the league. Very next play, Devin Asiasi is going to catch the little option route to the outside. He either has the option to sit, depending on the zone, or if it's man, he's going to go to the out route, and he's going to go out there for a nice gain of about 6. 3rd and 4 now, Cam Newton, Damien Harris off to his right. We have a motion there from Kenny Golladay. Going to Kenny Golladay, and he's going to be in the end zone, but as he attacks the ball to go catch it, he's going to step out. So possession was not in the end zone, and Nemanja is going to be able to take him down before he gets inside the end zone. So Kenny Golladay is going to have a disappointing first catch there, but Damien Harris diving it in on the very next play. It was a 1st and 1. He's just going to go in there untouched. So down 14-0 early in the game. About 3.5 minutes left. We need a big drive here, but that is not a good start. DeAndre Swift has had issues finding run gaps, and the passing game hasn't been so crisp either. Rolling out now. He's going to find Rodney Foreman. I miss saying that name. I hope he can make a couple big plays as this game goes on. We definitely need them so far, but a good gain of about 20 right there. Going in a full house here. DeAndre Swift takes the handoff right down the middle. Dont'a Hightower is going to be the one to take him down, but not before a good gain of about 6. 2nd and 4 now. Philip Shelby is going to dump this one off, but a big hit by Hightower, making his name known early. He's all over the field, and now missing a wide open TJ Hawkinson, who's just looking to do a little button route on top of the center. And Philip Shelby's getting in his own head here. We cannot be missing those throws, even as a rookie. Very next play, going to the out route there. He's going to be taken down by Kevin King. So 2nd and 5 with about 1:10 left. Cam Newton in the shotgun. Damien Harris off to his left. He's going to be dropping back, bringing pressure, trying to cause a safety, but a short little hook route to Preston Williams, and that's going to be enough for the first down. That's the 7 yards that they needed. So it's going to be a 1st and 10 with about a minute left. They have taken their first time out. New England, I mean. Now, pressure coming in, and Josh Sweat with a big sack. That's going to be a loss of about 10, and this time Detroit uses their first time out. So, stacking the lineup here, we have a feeling that they're going to run the ball. Damien Harris right down the middle, and he's going to be met by a couple Detroit Lions players, but they do take their second time out after the gain of 6. So 3rd and 14, we have a chance to get good field position here if we can get them to pack their bags. They're going to run the ball here, and a big hit by Ronnie Harrison sealing the end of the line. And here's that good field position we were talking about. 35 seconds, 1 timeout. Dumping this one off to DeAndre Swift, trying to get upfield and out of bounds, and he successfully does that. So a first down, and he stops the time. Philip Shelby going on to, snaps the ball. Looking for an open guy. He's going to find Melo St. Clair on the sideline. And that's going to be a big catch. Once again, about 15 yards there. But we stop the clock and we get to keep this drive going. Apparently there's a car crash right outside. I hope it's not too serious, but we're going to keep going on. We're taking a sack right there, and we are going to use our final timeout. So 2nd and 19. With about 20 seconds left, Philip Shelby trying to find an open guy. Rodney Foreman end zone, and a big catch on Jonathan Jones. Rodney Foreman is a big boy playing with the small kids outside in the end zone. That sounds a little bit weird. Let's hope nobody takes that wrongly. But Rodney Foreman just made a big man play. That's the point I'm trying to get to. And there we go. We're going to get ourselves on the board before half. And that's going to be the final play, a little run to Damien Harris for a gain of about 3 or 4. And that is awesome to see with time against us, 20 seconds left. We throw it into the end zone, and Rodney Foreman's able to make a play that we saw him make practically the whole season until his injury throughout his rookie season. First return of the half. Jamel Agnew is going to bring it to the 25, so nothing special right there, but we do get decent field position. That's where we would take it anyway if we had taken a knee or a touchback. First play of the half, right down the middle to DeAndre Swift, going in between the guard and the tackle. That's going to be a gain of about 3. Philip Shelby staying in the shotgun, looking around, trying to find an open guy, and deflected in the air. So it's going to be 3rd and 7 here, and coming off a great play to finish off the first half, it's going to be intercepted on another sit route. That is twice now that Philip Shelby has completely missed the target where the guy is supposed to line up on the center. He throws it wide left, and this time it results in an interception for the New England defense. We cannot be affording these mistakes. We just can't afford them. And that is twice now that we have missed out on big first downs. Philip Shelby needs to get his game going and start throwing with some confidence. It's getting pretty rough out there if we're missing out throws like that. 1st and 10 on the 22. Cam Newton has great field position after the interception. Let's see if he can put some points up on the board. Running there to Damien Harris. That's just a little power concept right there. He's got 17 carries for 80 yards. If you saw his stats for last week's game, he had 12 carries for 100. So we are technically doing better than the team that they played last week. But nonetheless, they are very effective in the run game so far. Cam Newton audibling. That's going to be Damien Harris changing sides. He's going to carry over 8 trips to the right, 5 seconds on the time clock, looking around, and almost intercepted by Jeff Okudah, looking for Devin Funchess, former teammate of Cam Newton. 2nd and goal now on the 7, looking around, trying to find an open guy, and it's going to be Devin Asiasi, backup tight end, not former, but 3rd round draft pick about 3 seasons ago, if we're speaking about the timeline of the series. And he's just going to catch a little hook route there, and he's just going to use his big body to push himself in. So now, after throwing the interception, we are down 21-7 in the 3rd quarter. Running the ball twice in a row here, navigating ourselves through the line. DeAndre Swift is going to pick up about 5. So 3rd and 3 here, we need a first down because we do not want to let this game get out of hands. Philip Shelby is going to throw to the flat route. And he's got David Njoku, who's able to turn upfield. That's what we love about him so much. He's able to get some extra yards. Very next play. Looking around, Philip Shelby's going to roll off to the left. And he's going to do it himself, picking up about 15, maybe 17 yards right there. No, they're saying 20. Don't listen to me. Listen to Madden. Philip Shelby doing it himself here. He's struggling in the passing game so far, but he knows if he's got open field, he's got a decent ability. And finally connecting on the little sit route there. This one was probably more risky than the other 2 he decided to throw earlier. But we do connect with TJ Hawkinson. Speaking of TJ Hawkinson, here he is motioning out to the left. We are going to go play action, rolling out to the right. Wide open and unable to connect with Sammy Watkins. Don't put juice on that, Philip. Just put that in his chest. It doesn't have to come in fast. He's wide open. That's a missed touchdown there for Sammy Watkins, veteran receiver who has been leading this team in all receiving categories so far this year. Philip Shelby now dropping back is going to dump this one off to TJ Hawkinson. A gain of 1, if even. It's going to be a 2nd and 9 with about 2.5 minutes left in the 3rd. We still want to put some points up on the board here. Right up the middle for DeAndre Swift, but a great job scraping by the linebacker for New England. He's able to absolutely miss or dodge out, I guess, the left guard there, and he's going to be able to make the big tackle. Very next play, screen play to DeAndre Swift. Getting to the outside, an unnecessary move. I swear if he would have just taken this one to the outside, to the sideline, he could have walked into the end zone, but we do get a first down. Perhaps getting a little too fancy here for DeAndre Swift. Looking around, trying to go across the field, and another missed opportunity by Philip Shelby. By no means is that an easy throw, but don't lead him to the outside. You're making it harder for yourself. We do score on the very next play. A great run there by DeAndre Swift, but just lead him inside there, and Sammy Watkins walks in for a touchdown. You don't endorse crossbody throws as such, but if you're going to do it, make sure you do it right. And that's a missed opportunity. Philip Shelby has definitely not been on his A game so far. 19 carries for 74 yards for Damien Harris. It's now 2nd and 6 for New England after a Detroit touchdown. Pressure coming in, hit as he throws, looking for Devin Asiasi, but unable to connect. And now they're going with a split back set. Cam Newton in the shotgun, 40 seconds left in the 3rd. He's going to let the time run out a little bit as he makes his reads, and he's going to find Kenny Golladay just short, I believe. And it is going to be a 4th and 1, and they do decide to punt the ball. So, 1st and 10 for Detroit. Finding the corner route for DeAndre Swift and just getting tripped up there. I thought he had a lot of open field ahead of him. A great tackle by the linebacker, but a great catch nonetheless after a big first down. Looking around, trying to find an open guy, going to the comeback route to Sammy Watkins right over the head of Stephon Gilmore. That's a risky throw, but that shows confidence by the rookie. We don't mind it. 1st and 10, about 8 minutes and a half left. Looking around, Philip Shelby is going to roll out once again. Nobody's getting open, but he's going to pick up about 3 or 4. It's going to be Josh Uche, backup linebacker or outside linebacker for New England, making the tackle. Now, Philip Shelby, very next play, is going to run, but makes the good decision of sliding with Dante Hightower and Chase Winovich closing in on him. So Philip Shelby is showing that he's willing to put his body on the line if it means tying up this game. DeAndre Swift right up the middle picks up about 12 right there. 12 rushes for 53 yards. We are finding more gaps in the second half so far. 7 minutes left in the fourth. Trying to find an open guy, heading to the corner, and Jesse James, our third tight end on the depth chart, is going to get open in the end zone, and that is going to be a big touchdown there as we are finally able to get back into this game and tie it up 21-21. Running it, Jamie Collins is going to wrap up Damian Harris. Deshaun Hand has been pretty silent since the sack earlier on. I'm hoping he can make a couple more big plays, but a weird formation here by the defense. Let me tell you, it was a complete accident that I called that. That's on me. I don't think I can pass that one up as keeping it as in it's in the game, right? You're not going to see a 3-man deep in a man coverage like that this early in the fourth quarter. That's my fault, but they are unable to get the first down nonetheless, even with the bad formation. So they do punt the ball with about 5.5 minutes left. Philip Shelby, play action once again. It's been working for us so far. Going over the top to Sammy Watkins. Breaks a tackle, but Stephon Gilmore is able to catch up to him. Sammy Watkins was slowed down just enough for Stephon Gilmore to be able to make a good trail tackle. You can see on the bottom, Justin Jefferson having himself a big game. Big fan of him. Good for him. But a run on first down is going to pick up about 4 for DeAndre Swift. We will take 4-yard runs. That's good success. In the intermediate downs. Looking around, Philip Shelby is going to opt to run the ball once again, and that's going to be a 3rd and inches. I thought he stretched the ball through, but we're not going to get a lucky marking there. So running right down the middle, DeAndre Swift breaks a tackle by Gardeck, who was the initial guy initiating contact, but we are seeing a lot of this. Number 57, Beckham. I'm going to have to see who he is after. He's made a couple big plays for them today. Trying to get to the outside. Jonathan Jones unable to take him down by himself, but that's going to be Blair taking him down. So it's going to be a 2nd and 4. Good gain of about 6 on first down. Looking around, Philip Shelby dropping back. Finding Sammy Watkins, takes a big hit by Kyle Duggar, the D2 prospect who had a very good rookie year in real life. I'm excited to see his progression as his career goes on. Now, penalty on the field after a big screen play, getting us a big first down. And it's going to be a holding, but on who on a screenplay? It's going to be Frank Ragnow, who is not even asked to motion out or pull out to go help in the screen game. I guess he's just trying to hold the defensive tackle. But now a false start penalty on the offense. And we went from getting a first down to a 3rd and 14, and now a 3rd and 19. What will Philip Shelby do? We are all the way at the 47. Looking right down the middle, and overthrown for TJ Hawkinson. And an easy interception for the Patriots defensive back. That's going to be Blair getting his interception right there. And just like that, the 2nd interception of the game. That's just one of those throws where you have to be able to tell how much touch you want to put on it. Big hit by Malik Hooker there. But if you put too much touch, it results in an interception. But you really just want to put enough touch to put it over the linebackers. And this time, it just does not end in our favor. So we're going to see Cam Newton here under 2 minutes. We have officially passed the 2-minute warning. Right down the middle, he's going to miss the mark for Devin Funchess. 16 for 21 so far for Cam Newton. 2nd and 10 now. Damian Harris off to the right after a motion. You're going to see, I believe, Devin Funchess motioning out into the slot on the left. Looking around. He's just going to dump this one off to Damian Harris, who's going to try and make a man miss, but he's going to be taken down by Joe Hayden, veteran cornerback who he picked up in free agency. But it's going to be a roughing the passer call, so a big first down for them and a gain of 15 nonetheless. The time, of course, stops after a defensive penalty like that. So Cam Newton, with 1:50 left, is going to dump this one off short once again to Damian Harris. They just want to keep this ball going. They just want to get some completions at this point. Keep the ball in bounds to waste as much time as possible. And that's exactly what they've done so far. And at this point, they're probably pretty comfortable with their kicker coming out here to do the field goals. So they're going to start running the ball. Now, Detroit does opt not to use their timeout here. They're hoping to get a stop on this down and reserve some of them. But a big hit but I believe Damien Harris gets just enough for the first down. Cam Newton now. So we are back. I'm sorry if there's a little cut, but here comes Damien Harris right down the middle. They did get the first down, and we do use all 3 of our timeouts now. So 3rd and 5. Cam Newton's looking to just get the first down here to seal this game. He's unable to do so, but with only 40 seconds left and a lot of time to run off the clock, we can assume that they are going to take as much of it as they need. You did see Deshaun Hand coming down with an injury there. That's going to be a fractured elbow, which is probably going to be about a 6-week injury. But this is going to go right down the middle. We don't have a timeout to freeze the kicker, unfortunately. And that will be it. So another tough loss coming off an unfortunate turnover. We have to improve. We absolutely have to improve. We are losing these games off sloppy mistakes. And this team is just not playing to the level we've seen before. Now, we did say that the second half of our schedule would be much tougher, but you can see it in Philip Shelby's eyes. He is not happy with the loss. So we're going to have to go back to the drawing board and try and find a way to get this back on track. Sammy Watkins had himself a good game, but it's disappointing. We've lost several in a row now. We're trying to get this playoff push, and, if we just keep on losing these games, we're going to let teams like Green Bay and Chicago run away with the division. Defensively, I thought we played okay. We made a couple bad mistakes, but it is what it is. We will learn from it. Of course, big upgrade here for DeAndre Swift, who's going to be up to an 85 now, but that's with a +2 morale. So in reality, he's an 82. And then there's Taylor Decker, our left tackle, getting a big upgrade there. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I am back now. There's a little bit more I want to show you before we end this episode, but I just want to thank you guys for the support. I hope you guys didn't miss me too much. But I'm ready to get this series back on track. I really am. So, exams are done, and let's get this thing going, guys. I appreciate it. See you guys soon.